welcome to 404's How To series in DayZ. Today I'm going to show you how to get past the first 20 minutes of DayZ where you are completely unarmed, you have no equipment save for a couple of starting items, and some of you will probably have played this and probably have your own methods, and that's fine. Leave them in the comments below, share them. This is a how-to series and I want many people to know how to play to start off with. Anyone who's stuck, take some advice from this. You don't have to copy it exactly, but it's a good place to start. And over the next couple of videos I'm going to be showing you how to do several things, i.e. I'm going to look at how to survive at night and how to repair a vehicle, how to survive a zombie attack when completely unarmed, and how to survive one when you're armed. And I might even do a video in looking how to deal with other players, but that one's a bit 50-50. Right, well let's go then. I'm just going to show you some of the methods I use, and let's have a look around. Now, surviving in DayZ is a fairly difficult thing to do. The average lifespan, I think at the moment, is about 50 minutes. And I believe the first 20 are the hardest. Now, I'm outside the capital city here, and there are two methods we can employ. We can do what I'm doing now, which is kind of sneaking in. Now, sneaking in is fine. Sneaking in is the safest thing to do, because if you do it well, you won't attract anything. And if you do it wrong, you'll attract a hell of a lot. But it's still easier to sneak in than it is to try the other technique, which is known as the sprint and grab, where you just book it into town, try and look for whatever you can, grab it up and try and whack a zombie with it. Forgive the frame rates there. Right, now what we can see, we can't see any zombies yet. Oh, there's one. I see him lumbering over there. There's two of them. Right, I'm not going to go near them. At the moment we're on the docking area. Now I believe when I first played this game, this is where I spawned in for the first time, and I couldn't even open my bag, which is the G key by the way. And yeah, we're going to go closer to the town and just have a little look around. See if we can survive for 20 minutes. And if I can't do that, then this video was a huge waste of time, and I apologise. What we're scavenging for, we're looking for food, we're looking for drink, and something potentially, if in case it starts raining or a fall in the ocean or something like that, to keep us heat up. And anything medical supplies we need, just in case we get made to bleed, because you can bleed out in this game and it's not pretty. The screen starts going grey, you start blacking out, it makes playing difficult, especially if you recover. You've only got like 10% of your life left, you can't see a thing, you can barely hear anything. Just going to go a bit closer now. Usually the rule of thumb with DayZ is if you can see into the building, you can go into the building. So I can't really see into that one, so that one's probably a big waste of time. I'm just going to get down on the floor just to show you the sneaking method, because the sneaking method is the method that I prefer. Me just rolling about. I won't go too much into the controls of the game, because on the options menu it does have a control list, and it is pretty sound in terms of what it can do and what it can tell you. Now, I believe I'm on a fairly quiet server. There's only one or two people playing at the moment, so the chances I'm going to get shot by someone are quite small. However, the chances of me being seen by the 57 zombies that have just spawned in the city are quite high. And even if I found a weapon at this point and I started shooting off rounds, guns have an audible range. And if any zombies within that audible range can pinpoint your location, they will come running for you, or crawling, or hopping. I'll explain that later. There are different kinds of zombies. Those ones over there, they're the most deadly. They're the ones that come running, and in DayZ, it's not like if you pull something, say in a typical online game, you can run away for a certain distance and it gives up. These things will chase you across the entire map, if needs be, and you will fall over with exhaustion before they do. So I'm going to show you, probably towards the end of the video, if the sneaking method has gone well, what to do and how to survive in a situation where you've aggroed a few of these things. That little one that's crawling over there, that's what we call, or I call, a hopper. Now, they're not as fast as the runners and they can't stand up straight, they come sort of like floundering after you. They're actually harder to hit because they're lower to the ground, but they move slower, which is helpful. And down there you can see some of the buildings as well. I'm going to go check them out, but for now I'm going into this building here. And I might even check this little hut. I'm just going to risk sitting up. Take a quick jog. So quick jog. If you stand up properly and jog, you will attract everything. Now what have we got in here? Let's have a look. Press G. And we're going to take that extra bandage just in case something makes me bleed. 15 round 80-66 slugs. That's for a Winchester rifle. And 2 arrows for a crossbow and a pile of wood. Now I don't need any of those yet. The pile of wood comes in handy for one of the later videos I'm going to show you, how to survive in the wild. Oh, I've pulled him. You see now, this guy is going to come chasing after me. Leave me alone. I'm going to run into here. Now I'm going to show you the advantage of the sprint and grab technique if you can find the right kind of building. So I'm going to run in here, and that zombie, he doesn't know what I've done. He's looking at me. Bear in mind this game's in alpha, I'm sure they'll fix that and they'll come flying in here after a while, but there's some parts of an engine over there as well. But he would, if he did come in here, he wouldn't be able to move very quickly. Zombies, whenever they go indoors, they can only walk. They can't run, they can't do anything that's overly scary. Right, this is a nice feature. Armour 2, I believe, doesn't have a melee system, but for this mod they've given you a fire axe. Now, funny enough, you have to reload your fire axe, so let's just reload my axe there. Right, I've got a lot of swings for this axe. This axe will not break, it will not let me down, but unfortunately it's got it's got the shortest range in the game, so you have to let the zombies get close to you to swing it in the first place. Now what we've got here, lots of garbage. Well, this building in general is quite a big waste of time. However, I've got a weapon now, so if in a situation where I'm very likely to aggro something trying to get, oh, there he is. I am not selling this game well today. Zombie in the floor. Right, we're going to run around him. As you can see, despite him being in the floor, he can only walk. You might be able to hear that with the noises of the zombies. I would do an impression, but I'm not being paid enough. I'm going to crawl this way. Now, if you're on a busier server, which a lot of people do like to play, and if you're the type of person who thinks, to survive in the wild, I want to kill everything that moves, be it dead or alive, then a busier server is for you. If you manage to find a gun, there will be people, and you can team up with them. It's easy, just press, for me it's the caps lock button, and it gives you a voice chat, and you just announce that you're friendly, and that in itself is like showing your hand a bit too early. If you go, I'm friendly, and the other person has decided that they are definitely not friendly, they are very likely to pop you in the face with a rifle of some kind. So you want to be careful about showing your hand too early. However, I like to think, the way I play this is, I don't trust anybody who has a bigger gun. And that's probably the safest thing to do. If you've got the bigger gun, you're in charge. But for the moment I've got an axe, so unless I want to go around axe murdering people, we're going to have to deal with what we have now. Let's move a bit closer. Now I can hear lots of zombies around, but if I can find a building to exercise the sprint and grab technique, I will show you that before I close this video off. next video I'm going to look at is probably surviving at night, or how to survive a zombie attack when you're unarmed. Right, that one has just seen me, so we're going to have to exercise the sprint and grab technique now, which is what I'm doing. I've started running through town towards those blurs over there, which will be buildings by the time I get to them. Let's see how many I've got chasing them. Oh, I've just got the one. I might be able to hack him down. Let's try and hack him down. Haha, I'll take that. Right. There we go. Now he had something on him. Soda can, Pepsi. There we go. We now have a drink. Now, drinks are a one-time use thing unless you find a water bottle which you can fill up at sort of lakes, streams, water pumps, things like that. But the most common kind of drink you will find is things like Pepsi, Coke, things like that. And you can find tins of food in the same manner. Now, I wouldn't advise trying to farm zombies for food and drink, because sooner or later, I got lucky with that one, it didn't hit me, but they often will. There's the International Hotel up there. Right. Another tip for survival in the first 20 minutes, when you're trying this sneaking method, is if you look to the right of the screen, I'm sure you can possibly see it underneath the little brown window there. There's a symbol for an ear and a symbol for an eye with a set of bars coming out the side of it, and that lets you know how visible you are and how much noise you're making. If the higher it is, the more you are likely to be seen. Sorry, here's zombies. So the idea is keep that to a minimum by doing what I'm doing now, crawling through bushes, trying to break sight line, moving slowly. They're less likely to see you, and you can probably traverse the town without any major issues. Well, I got lucky spawning in Cherno here because, like I said, this is the capital city, and this is the most likely spot to find decent equipment. Now, I don't have a map yet, and I will admit, through I do tend to cheat a little bit and whip up the wiki and use the map from there, so I know where I'm going at all times, but 100% honesty, I am not doing this for this one. I'm going on instinct here. And I'm just trying to find a building that we look like we might want to go into. That one, I believe that grey thing in front of us is a hospital. Now, hospitals are probably the most valuable, important buildings in the game, because you can find things such as morphine. Morphine is the only thing in the game that will fix a broken limb. And the most common thing, I think the only thing you can break is your legs. And if you break your legs, you can only move at this speed like this. And that, when I started playing this game, I must have broken my leg. I must have fallen off like 3 or 4 roofs that I thought I could just jump down and just landed and snap my leg. Or zombies, they can come up and hit you in the leg and break it, and you get stuck like this. Now, you can't fight from the ground, but you want to make sure you've got some morphine. On the coastline, as far as I'm aware, there are 2 big towns, which I call Cherno and Electro, because in my English cultural ignorance I can't pronounce the Russian. And we're going to make sure that we visit them every time. Now, if you spawn somewhere miles away from these towns, we're talking a very long distance, panic not. There are other places you can pick this up, and I will look into that later. Now, I can see the hospital. I'm getting very close to it. That big red house I can see into, and I want to inspect that house first before I go in. So I'm going to go do that, and I will probably end this video either on the roof of that hospital where it's safe, or I may continue on a little bit. This is obviously just a how to survive, what to do. We're employing the sneaking method, and you've seen a little bit of the sprint and grab. Both are absolutely fine. Like I said, if you can get into a building, running in and trying to grab something and running out the other side is a good way to lose the zombies. I can't promise you won't get some more onto you when you come sprinting out the other door, but it is a valuable method and it does work. It's just more risky. I would advise trying the sneaking method if you're new to the game, and just just trying to get some stuff together before you feel brave enough to try the sprint and grab. Now, we're going to go in here. What have we got? There's a little bag on the floor there. Right, we found a Makarov mag for a pistol, the Makarov pistol. Now, basically that shoots polystyrene bullets. It's pretty useless, but at this point, if we could find one, I would take it. Ooh, a watch. Watches are useful because the game runs in real time, depending on GMT and the server location. I think I'm playing on a server from the Netherlands now. Shout out to the Netherlands. And its GMT is a little bit ahead, I think. And it's 20 past 11. Now I said I'll tell you how to do that. If you pick up a watch, you just press the O key and it brings that up. Now some sniper rifle bullets there. I don't really want to pick them up because I'm lacking a sniper rifle, and at this point it would probably be an unnecessary burden. Did I check that on the way in? No, another Makarov mag. I'm going to take that just in case a Makarov shows up. And another bandage. Actually, I don't need another bandage. I'm okay with two. Bandages are used in this game to stop bleeding. You can tell when you're bleeding because your blood symbol on the right starts flashing with a little cross, and it means you're bleeding, and you can see you're bleeding. You get a nice little bleed effect coming out of you, and you lose, I think it's about 10,000 blood. Now considering you have 12,000, if you don't have a bandage but you were on full health when you start, you will survive from the bleed, but by the time you come out of it, you probably won't be able to see anything or hear anything much, and it makes the game very disorientating. And sometimes you may think, you know, I can get myself killed from this. However, if you have a friend or a group of friends, these hospitals are your best friends because they have blood bags, and blood bags allow a friend to give you a blood transfusion, which in this game is a full heal. The problem with that is, of course, if you're playing on your own, you can't give yourself a blood transfusion. Meaning you can't fully heal yourself, you have to rely on others, which is where dealing with other players comes in handy. I've been in a situation before where a person would have shot me and killed me on sight, but was so low on blood he had to ask me for help because I had a blood bag, and I healed him and he gave me some ammo and we went on our separate ways. But in any other situation we probably would have shot at each other till one of us died and the other one was broken on the floor, so it's it's well worth looking into. Now I'm going to check the roof of this hospital because this is where medical supplies are usually found, in these little cardboard boxes down here. Well, let's see what we've got. I can see a blood bag on the floor back there. 2 bandages. That's not really up to me, but there is a blood bag here. So, if I can find a friend, painkillers as well, and I'm nearly dead, then we are in the clear. Now what have we got down here? There's an army tent down there with medical supplies, that's useful. We've got the nice walker and the hopper down there as well. I will... Oh, the zombies see me, that's fantastic. Now, I only had 2 bars of visibility when that guy saw me then. That's how eagle-eyed these zombies can be. They really can just... Sometimes you can walk right past them. Oh my. Sorry about that. That was that's a visual glitch with the game. You can fix that by changing your settings to default. Just do how to survive DayZ's alpha graphical glitches. There you go. Whoa, don't look at it. Kill it with fire. We're going to go down here. We're going to see if Mr. Zombie's waiting at the bottom of the ladder for us. No, he isn't. Okay. If he was, I would have hit him with my axe. I can sound threatening because I don't have anyone on me at the moment. Oh dear. That's it, get on the floor. Good idea. There we go. He didn't actually hit me then because I was ducking down. It makes it a lot harder for you to be hit when you're on the floor. And me completely disproving my theory again. He actually had some food on him, which is the second part of our objective in surviving, finding food. I will reiterate, farming zombies is not the best idea to survive. But considering this game seems to be tent on showing me up. There's also more medical supplies in there. Now, I've tried shooting the windows out before, and all I proceeded to do from that was make a few little holes in the window and attract every zombie within a 3-mile radius, so I wouldn't advise trying to shoot that out. I think if you can find a grenade or an explosive, you can blow the windows out, but I'm not 100% sure. And if that's wrong, and somebody else knows how to do it, feel free to leave a comment, because I'm still learning. You learn every day, said the wise man. Just going to duck into this tent here. What's this? Looks like an EpiPen. Right, EpiPens. EpiPens are more use if you have a friend. They revive you from being knocked out. If something knocks you out, you can stab him with a pen. Here's the one we wanted. Morphine auto-injectors. Now I can fix any broken legs I have and take some blood bags. I'm only going to take 2 of each because I have the starting bag, which is a tiny, tiny bag, only 8 slots. And I will look at how to put things in your bag and things like that later on. This should be more of the same. This is a medical tent, so yeah, it's all the same kind of stuff. I'm going to climb up to the roof of here and explain just a little bit more and let you lovely people carry on with the rest of your day. Just going to see what we can see from up here. I believe we're in the industrial district. There's a couple of buildings over there. This pipe network's a nice way to get around. You can climb through that and zombies can't really see or hear you from it, and it pretty much spans the industrial district. Okay, without looking too far, over that part is the main town. We're going to go there in the next video when I show in full detail the sprint and grab method. That's going to be the next video. We're going to be looking at the sprint and grab, how to run in. Now I've got my axe, grab some stuff, some important stuff from high value buildings, maybe even try and find some military stuff on the way around, and show you guys just exactly how to do that. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like the video, obviously leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, and feel free to subscribe as well. We will be updating this series, I think, perhaps once a week or once every couple of days. I haven't quite decided yet, but if you see a couple of videos come up, that's where it's from. Anyway, I've been Valaine. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.